What is up, guys? Mila here. City just won it 2-1 against Newcastle. Not an easy one. I took 4-0 in the predickies. It was not quite 4-0. It could have been 4-0. Um, but yeah, I titled it Locked and Loaded for the title race. I think we're ready, and I'm gonna talk about what I saw today. This is gonna be more of a appreciation for a couple of players, and then other aspects of the club. Newcastle played well. I'll give them a little shout out before I get into our team. I thought they really turned it up in the second half where we tend to struggle. And I'll also do a quick little plug with a little more energy because some of our comments have asked me to be a little more energetic for this. So we're trying to get to 500. We are rapidly growing and we appreciate all the comments, likes, subscriptions. We need more of it, so please follow us at the ads down below. We're basically on everything, and if we're not on everything, we will be on everything very soon. First off, Nico O'Reilly. Talked about him about during the last game or post last game, and he needs to be talked about again. The guy comes in, scores a brace, and it seems to me that he enjoys these moments. When we need a little bit more. We need a little push. He gets in the positions, and before he was doing it at left back. Yeah, very good. He filled in the role. He did a really good job. He might have even locked it up at the England spot. Now we've utilized him where the club and Pep sees him to be suited in the midfield, that kind of box to box almost role where he can kind of do everything, defend, progress the ball, finish. Especially in the final third today, he was just phenomenal. He can finish. I talked about this last week, I think, and I kind of gave him a little shit for leaning back too much on his shots because I think if you know about him, you know he has that. Um, and it was just a matter of trusting himself to lean over the ball and just rifle it into the back of the net. He did end up getting the nice little finesse goal last week. He gets the nice long shot finish this week that he kind of was going for, and then he finishes it off with the header. I know the commentators were talking about a perfect hat trick. It would have been very nice to see that, but I'll take what I can get. That was a phenomenal performance. I think he was everywhere. It's probably our most played, if not one of our most played players in the squad this year, and we continue to need him in moments like these. Speaking of moments like these, and we need him. Um, Holland is a striker, correct. We need him to score goals, correct. He's done that a lot this season, and he didn't do it today. He had some chances, it didn't come out. He did so much more than just his goal threat today. He was battling burn, just winning those long balls, becoming an outlet. That has been clearly the way we want to build. Um, and we need to continue doing that because he's able to just head it down. And today there was a little more finesse in that. Um, Sorry, I got a phone call. Unprofessional. Um, on top of that, the corners, heading out all the corners was phenomenal. He was great defensively. He even dropped back for large portions of the game. Sorry, guys, roommate stuff. Um, yeah, large portions of the game, he was just contributing to the team, sacrificing for the team, sacrificing his position in the field and in the counters. You'd see Cherokee, you'd see Marmouche, you'd see Semenyo making those runs. Where's Holland? He is at the six. He's the one that headed the ball out. He's the one protecting the back line, and we really needed that. We're gonna need that all season. And when he's not scoring goals, this is how he can contribute. That's just one way he can contribute. Because today he also had the attempted dribbles. I thought it was really good. A lot of them didn't come off, but some of them did. The one against Denali comes to mind specifically. Um, and he kind of just shimmies him and he makes the turn inside and we get a chance out of it. He tried that a couple times, but Burn and Tiao were really on it. So I thought that was just credit to them, but he looked really good in just the flick offs to Semenyo to Rodri. He was all over the place today, and I think he deserves his flowers, regardless of whether he scores or not. I know the commentator talked about his head down. His head does not need to be down. It might be a little bit of pressure on himself to score goals, but in terms of him being able to contribute, he did more than enough today. And that'll get me onto the next contributor, Kusanov. I think we talk about him a lot on the pod, but I think I need to talk about him more because Diaz gets a yellow card towards the end of the second half, trying to stop Gordon on a run on the outside. Kind of gets his arm across, gets it in front, yellow card, fine. That can be an issue going into the second half. If he stays on the pitch, it's a liability. If we get that red card, this game can totally change. And to have that trust in Kusanov to come in and partner with Gehi, who's been fantastic with, it's really reassuring that we have the ability to do that. We were able to just swap in and out of our center back options, where a couple months ago that was not the case. Either they'd be out or out of form or just not match sharp. Kusanov has been great. Recently saw that he's like the fastest player in the Champions League. That was on display today. Newcastle had a lot of quick, pacey outlets, and he was able to shut down all of it. So earlier in the season, when we had these leaks, yeah, it's a problem because they're getting chances out of them. Now we have these leaks because we're playing a little bit higher, and Kusanov is able to shut down those through balls, which is usually the threat when we play that higher line. Um, and I think I need to just move on to the next part because they work in tandem almost. Um, but I put it greedy Gehi eats up all the space, and by that I mean there were countless times today where this guy had no business winning the ball, and he'd cover 5, 6 yards to beat the opposing player to the ball, stepping out of the back four to claim it, saying this is mine, winning the possession with ease. We talked about him. We talk about him. I think every podcast. He's phenomenal in what he can bring physically, aerially, as a leader. Today I saw something a little bit different. It was dominance from the back line, on his part, and we need that for many years to come. Even when Gavardiol's back, we're going to be very scary with Gehi in that back line. He's able to just see things other people can't. I think it's his defensive awareness, and just positioning on the field. He's ready. He's ready to eat up all the space, and that's fantastic. And we just talked about Kusanov, the two of them working together in that sense. If Gehi's going to be the aggressor and Kusanov can be more of the cover player, wow, I'm a very, very happy defender watching my team defend like this. They defend with passion, they defend with pride, and they can do it all. Nunes was pretty good today. Nori was really good today defensively. But today, yeah, Kusanov and Gehi, I think, deserve the flowers, um, as they've been deserving of the flowers because they've just been that good. But thank you to Uzbekistan for Kusanov, and thank you to Crystal Palace for the cheap price of Gehi, because we will have both of these guys for a long time. And as City fans, we should be very grateful. And I think the Premier League should just be very grateful to have such high quality players playing in that position. Um, yeah, that those were my standout players. And in terms of standout other aspects that I was talking about, I thought the Etihad was phenomenal. And yes, I'm just watching on TV, but it was loud when we needed it to be loud. Yes, there was a little bit of quietness, I think around the 50th, 60th mark, even that the commentators pointed out. A little nerve. We got nerves. We're in a title race. We really don't want the team that's in front to win. And we know our second half struggles. And it got quiet. But when the team needed them to just liven up, to give the energy, to the belief behind them. They were there. They were there for majority of the game, and especially towards crunch time at the end of the game, where we just needed to lock in. You could hear it. They were rumbling, and the belief is certainly there. The reason I wanted to talk about this, um, well, one, the podcast, Dylan, Grant, and I are trying to go to these Etihad Arsenal showdown, and I want to be part of this atmosphere that we apparently don't have according to other fans, and I think it could definitely play a large part in that game, in what that game means for the title race. Hopefully we can stick to it until that point, because it is about 2 months away. But we're in a good position, and I think we're going to continue to strive forward as long as we have the right mentality, and that everything stays steady in terms of injuries and such. So, yep. Thank you guys. Oh, I'm tiny. Like and subscribe. Road to 500. This was Mila talking to you about City's 2-1 win against Newcastle. I hope I was a little more enthusiastic or energetic for our commentators that think I need to improve on that. We do take notes into account. Yeah, let's go. City in the title race. Arsenal, don't bottle it.
I'm the champion! They're going to go alone. Still back! What a goal! It's 6. They just cannot stop scoring. The volley from Votto. Yes! San Jose carved open with a world-class pass from Ricky Pooch.
Glittering Galaxy, and Landon Donovan is the match winner.